Hi waterbenders, this replay is meant for those who missed my workshop earlier. If you find it hard to draw this cat, please check my video, Preparing for Watercolor Workshop Cats. And there I'll teach you a simple technique I use to draw this cat. Okay. I assume that you already have the reference photo with you. It's found on the events page under the discussion. That's where I make announcements, and that's where you will post your artwork as well. So let's start. I'm shifting to a bigger brush to wet the whole area. We will use wet on wet technique to suggest the fur on this part and on this part. So I'll drop in the background. So this effect would suggest the fur of the cat. Now, if you're using a student grade paper, which is not 100% cotton, this part would really be challenging, but I still want to see your version of the cat. For this part, I'll just follow the reference and use a yellow. Okay, some colors are running through this area. I'm gonna go and lift them up. Okay, next I'm gonna drop off some shadows on the cat. Using my previous mix, this is brown plus blue. I'm just gonna mix some pink. This piece is a bit more challenging compared to last week's succulents, but that's how we improve. Next, while this is still wet, I'll just mix some brown plus orange for the markings on his face. Okay, I'll soften some edges. And then I'll also drop off some colors on his ears. The ears are darker on the outer part, so I'll try and replicate that. I'll shift to a smaller brush. My paper is still wet, so I'll keep on working on this. I hope you guys are following along, but no worries, you can replay this video later. I'm just darkening the markings near his nose. So this is already a wet on damp technique. The paper is not that wet, so the spread of the pigment is more controlled. How are you guys doing? Come on, I know you can do it. Don't give up on this cat and on yourself too early. I might also lift off some suggestion of the fur on his ear. Now I'm gonna suggest some fur on his neck. See, it's still damp. It's not really wet, but it's still damp. I also have a bit of mustache here. It's really tricky, but 100% cotton works really well on this type of subjects. Well, at least for me, because I find it really hard in painting fur babies with student grade paper or 20% cotton paper. Okay, there is a highlight under his eye. What's next is I'm gonna dry it off. I'm gonna speed the process by using my blower. Now that this is dry, I'm gonna work on his eye. I won't worry about the highlights at this moment because I'm gonna be using pure white pigment later. Next, I'm gonna work on his nose. I'll mix some blue and brown again, but you can use black if you want to. Next, let's work on the dark markings on his face as well. How's your cut looking right now? It's quite challenging, isn't it? You can see here the background pushed a little bit farther. So I'm gonna use the lifting method. That is really a soft edge and I'm liking it. Ears are dry and it's quite defined. I'll start with the middle part. It's kind of orangey. And then let's do negative fainting for the furs. I'm avoiding them. Next, this one's darker. My eyes are dry now, so next I'm gonna draw the dark pupils. We need to darken that area under the nose as well. And one more layer for the ears. It has to be darker. I'm gonna use my pure white pigment. And finally, let me add some defined furs on his face. Okay, I'm quite satisfied with this wine. So that's it. I'll see you again, waterbenders.